In the headlines, Dominicans are screened as they anticipate the arrival of Chinese Navy Hospital. Flow customers in Roseau, Goodwill, Stock Farm, Tarish Pit and Yampies among the first to experience Flow Evo TV. And the DFC to roll out heightened security features for the World Creole Music Festival. I am Andrea Lee with the Channel 5 News. Back with the details after this.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evo.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are.
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive. Oh.
There's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evo.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, galvanized and fence pipe. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Thank you for staying with us. First up, Dominicans were making sure they were screened on Thursday as they prepared to see Chinese specialist doctors during a one-week visit here by the Chinese Navy Hospital, the Peace Ark.
Beginning Friday, October 12 to October 19, 2018, the government of Dominica will host the Chinese Navy hospital ship Peace Ark. The Peace Ark, as authorized by the Central Military Commission of the People's Republic of China, is carrying out the medical service of Mission Harmony 2018. This includes visits and delivery of medical services to several countries, including Dominica. The ship is outfitted with 8 fully equipped hygienic operating theaters and 300 hospital beds, a medical staff of 120 medical personnel, including 57 medical doctors, 27 nurses, 36 pharmacists, medical technicians, equipment maintenance engineers, and other professionals. The ship is also equipped with advanced medical facilities as well as a rescue helicopter. The fully equipped onboard hospital has 21 departments and provides medical consultation in various fields including gastroenterology, general surgery, orthopedics, ophthalmology, obstetrics and gynecology, and urology, among others. Whilst in Dominica, the medical team of the Peace Ark will operate from the ship, which will be docked at the Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard, and provide medical services from Saturday, October 13 to Wednesday, October 17, 2018. A welcome ceremony is scheduled for the cruise ship berth on Friday morning.
In other top stories, Flow customers in Dominica now have complete control over their TV experience with the launching of Flow's new digital entertainment platform, Flow Evo.
New Flow Evo customer, local cricket legend Lockhart Sebastian, said the arrival of Flow Evo is a game changer in Dominica. Now, even when he's away from home, he doesn't have to miss any favorite sports programs or TV shows because he can set it to record and watch later when he gets home. According to him, that's just fantastic. That's not the only feature the new service will offer. Customers will now have the ability to pause live TV and restart any programs from the beginning. Cloud video recording will also allow customers to skip, fast forward, rewind, pause and delete recorded programs or series and put them in control of setting their TV to record all future episodes of a program or series. The company has advertised 3 starter packages, TV Essential, TV Plus and TV Max, which all come standard with cloud storage and the ability to purchase additional storage to store even more movies. More viewing options are also available through additional bolt-on packages. Customers in Roseau, Goodwill, Stock Farm, Tarish Pit and Yampies will be among the first to experience Flow Evo TV, which requires the type of super-fast internet connectivity available on Flow's recently launched state-of-the-art fiber-to-the-home and VDSL network. Flow's lineup of TV products also currently includes video on demand, which is another exciting feature that allows customers to view and purchase videos or programs on demand from hundreds of movie titles, including Hollywood blockbusters, TV series, and adult content that can be managed through parental controls. The new service is available at the Flow store or from any of the Flow sales teams who will be visiting various communities as the service is rolled up.
On the entertainment scene, the lineup for the first ever Creole Rendezvous is 95% complete. That's according to Cultural Officer in the Ministry of Tourism and Culture, Earlson Matthew. The Creole Rendezvous activity came about in an effort to fill the void created by the absence of Flow's flagship daytime event, Creole in the Park. Matthew explained that negotiations are ongoing with some artists, but several others have already been confirmed to perform at the 22nd to 25th October event, including an accordion player from Colombia to add to the cultural experience.
Day one features Rediscover Fun, and we're going to feature some of the traditional toys and games as the traditional aspect of the show. But in terms of performance, we're also going to feature the Point Michel Cultural Group, the Smith Brothers, young and upcoming group, a presentation of the Miss Swap Duet contestants, the Lapo Cabwit performance, the First Serenade Band, DJ Mystic, and the Ecstasy Band to bring the curtains down on that day. On day two, Tuesday, we have an oral tradition feature, the Sixth Form Cicero Singers, Virtual Band featuring White Fairy, or Kadas King, an accordion performance, and that is something put together in collaboration with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, where we'll have a Colombian accordionist coming to showcase his talents. And that will be accompanied by workshops and, of course, a presentation of accordions, which will happen at the Miss Swap Duet show. We will also have the Swinging Stars Band, DJ Flip, WCK, Asa Banton.
Matthew says there will also be a new feature on day 3 in order to gain more crowd involvement and appreciation for the local culture. Day
3, we have a taste test competition because it's the day that features cuisine, Rediscover Taste. So we have a taste test competition where people will be handpicked in the audience and they will try different flavors, they will judge it, and so on. We have the Petit Savant Cultural Group, T-Bois, a drumming group from Woodford Hill, the Unstoppable DJs, the Booyah Unit featuring Skinny and Dice, the Triple K Band, and Carlin XP closing it on that day. And the final day of the event, we have Phase 5 opening, the Bioche Ballet Group, Whitey Kubuli Dance Theatre Company, Paybush Cultural Group, the Paybush Drummers, which is a separate group, the Dominican Reggae Experience, which will feature a few artists such as Fire Bright, Sean I, Dr. Silk, and a few others. We have the Booyah New Generation, which will feature artists like Kex Mafia, Kenny G, Zone Rouge, and so on, a few others as well. And the Signal Band and Stasha will be closing up on that day. So I would like to say that the lineup is near completion. There are a few things that we're trying to tighten up still, but for the most part, I would like to say we're 95% complete on the lineup. So there may be a few surprises in store.
In other news, retired New Scotland Yard detective David Michael wants policymakers to seriously consider whether it is time to introduce new legislation to help reduce road fatalities. Michael, who worked for over 30 years in law enforcement in the UK, believes such legislation would cover enforceable speed limits, prohibiting driving under the influence of alcohol and illegal drugs, and ensuring motorcycle riders wear protective headgear. His concern is based on what he considers reckless driving in the country and recent fatal traffic collisions. Just last week, Dominica lost an aspiring musician, 22-year-old Nehemiah Daru, in a traffic collision. A number of other road traffic accidents have been recorded this year, some fatal and others resulting in serious injury. Mr. Michael believes the traffic department ought to do more to help curb fatal traffic accidents on Dominica's roads. He believes reducing accidents on our roads is the collective responsibility of the police and the wider public.
I think it's a real area of concern, the number of road traffic collisions, the number of fatalities, the number with personal injuries, and the number with obviously damage to vehicles. Now I think we have a big storm in terms of bad driving and traffic collisions, and I think we need to wake up to that, all of us, motorists, the authorities. So In the time since this hurricane season, I think the police would be able to give us the statistics of how many collisions, how many fatalities, and how many personal injuries. We really need to do something to stem this tide of collisions, fatalities, and really, really bad driving. In Dominica, majority of the time, too many drivers drive too fast for the road conditions. It doesn't matter if it's the wider roads like the West Coast Road or the winding mountain roads. People just have the urge to drive far too fast for the road conditions. People overtake when they simply can't see what's ahead of them. It's a recipe for disaster. Even the amount of fatalities we've had and the personal injury accidents, I think it's an absolute miracle we haven't had more deaths, because the reckless and inconsiderate driving we see on the road every day. Our police do a fantastic job. You see them on the scene of these accidents very quickly, taking control, seeing to the injured, clearing the wrecks, and bringing back the situation to normality. But I think we need far more. We need far more from the head of traffic and the officers.
Mr. Michael says traffic must do more to promote safe driving.
So we need a big ongoing public awareness, maybe with billboards, adverts on television and radio, leaflets in public places, to keep the consciousness of motorists and drivers about this issue of basically bad and inconsiderate driving, leading to fatalities, collisions and deaths. Also, we need enforcement. We don't just need the officers to come and report and pick up the pieces after the collisions. We need enforcement. Unfortunately, I personally see every day on the road in Dominica reckless and inconsiderate and bad driving. And unfortunately, I see very little evidence of enforcement.
You are watching the Channel 5 News. Stay tuned for more after the break.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evil.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are,
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
there's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evil.
M&J Covering is the producer of designed galvanized and galvalume in Dominica. They design to your specifications, color and length, 4 styles of galvanized and galvalume pre-painted roofing sheets as requested, and supply all your galvalume accessories. M&J Covering helps you control spending and reduce waste. At M&J Covering, they are also equipped to build your roof to precise standards anywhere on island. So come to M&J Covering at 1 Mile in Portsmouth or call 445-5001 275-5003 today.
Welcome back. The Dominica Festivals Committee has announced heightened security features for the 20th edition of the World Creole Music Festival. That's the word from Acting Festivals and Events Manager at the DFC, Marvel Williams. Williams explained that with the increasing use of technology on a global scale, the DFC is transitioning into a more secure method for tickets to sales for the WCMF.
So from a security perspective, we are adopting new initiatives, slowly but surely, as it relates to our ticketing system. So we are working with a company called Ticket Pal Caribbean, and we are just starting off the process as it relates to ticketing. So if you go to one of our ticket outlets, and we know that Bullseye Pharmacy, both in Roseau and Portsmouth, and soon to be Deepex Scholar Lab, they will be, and they are ticket outlets for the World Creole Music Festival. When you come to purchase your season or your nightly tickets, the tickets will be printed, okay? You can either have the tickets emailed to you or it can be printed.
Williams allayed the fears of the public, saying that despite the ticket being in printed form, there is a security feature which will prove the authenticity of the ticket.
And we got the report that some persons came to purchase the tickets, but because it was a printed paper, they got a little bit scared and said, you know, they do not trust that. So we want you to trust the system. The system is okay. It comes with a barcode. So the important thing is to have your printed version of your tickets with that barcode, because that is what is going to be used to allow you access into the World Creole Music Festival. So the season tickets you are currently purchasing on promotion, they have that same barcode. That same barcode can be scanned from your phone or from that printed paper. So don't be afraid. It's just a transitioning process into the traditional tickets into a printed version, or a version you can receive on your phone.
The special on WCMF season tickets continues this Friday at the festival's Weave. The new special price is $275. Under trying circumstances, HIV testing post-Maria has been ongoing, and data thus far reveals 11 new cases. The National HIV/AIDS Response Program, NAP, has been facilitating testing around the country despite the reduced number of testing sites. Interim coordinator of NAP, Lester Guy, spoke with the Channel 5 News on the issues facing the institution since Hurricane Maria last year. He says while things are getting back to normal, the NAP facility is not yet at 100% functionality. Guy explained that the damage to health centers around the island has also impacted the level of testing being conducted.
What has been a major challenge for us in testing is that most of our health centers, major health centers in the 7 health district, got damaged. And because of that, because of the quality of testing that we have been doing over the years, that has been affected. So the air conditioning unit, the fact that electricity was an issue getting across the island for some time, that posed a problem for us, because what we wanted, the stuff that we use for doing the testing, storage is extremely important. And because the transition after the supposed Maria was a long period of time in getting back to the point that we are right now, even some of the kits that we had, the time ran out in terms of the expiry date, and you're not going to do tests for people with expired equipment and kits and stuff.
Currently, HIV testing can be done in Laplaine, Castle Bruce, Grand Bay, Portsmouth, St. Joseph, and Roseau. The NAP interim coordinator says regardless of the challenges, testing has been conducted several times following the storm. He revealed that since the resumption of testing, there have been 11 confirmed cases of HIV. Guy pointed out, however, that this number is nothing to be alarmed about.
Once we get a positive for us, it's not a very good thing. But the thing is, it's good on the other hand that the fact that you have identified somebody and the person can get care. So for the individual itself, it's good, because once you get tested, you can enroll in care. That means the services that we offer for persons who are HIV positive is offered to you at a free cost, and you can start planning your life ahead. You know, I mean, once you're diagnosed, you have to start planning, and for us that is very good. But once you get a positive, for us in a small island like we are, and with a small population, which had probably significantly decreased after the storm, it still poses a threat. You understand? So for the year, with all the tests that we've done, apart from just the testing campaigns or general testing, even if when we do our normal blood test, we have about 11 cases right now, 11 to 12 cases right now, which is normal for us, you know, at half of the year, and we are actually in the third quarter. 12 to 11 cases is about the number that we normally get, because our incidence in terms of HIV is normally between about 12 and 20 cases, give and take a little.
To date, the accumulative number of HIV-positive cases in Dominica is approximately 300. And the Chief Cultural Officer, Raymond Lawrence, says he is pleased with the public support for Thursday's National Art and Craft Expo.
Mr. Lawrence says he's especially encouraged by the number of students who had an opportunity to appreciate the various expressions of authentic Dominican art on display. Thursday's National Art and Craft Expo is part of the calendar of activities for Dominica's 40th anniversary of independence.
You want to give an opportunity for all the various types of artists in Dominica, let's put it that way. The performing artists, the visual artists, you know, the fine artists, the people who are involved in all aspects, you know, the Kalinago, the, you know, aspects of the culture in Dominica. And this expo is no exception because I think it showcases the work of the craftspeople and the artists, especially those who do the paintings and those who do a lot of those wonderful things with their hands, using a lot of local material. And what I like about it, this is all Dominican. You know, sometimes you see art and craft in Dominica that's not even made in Dominica, but all of this that you see at the exposition has been made in Dominica, and that's another beautiful part of it that I like a lot.
Speaking to Channel 5 News earlier in the day, Mr. Lawrence said the expo was intentionally staged during the day in an effort to facilitate attendance by students.
And it's a whole day and a one-day affair, and we thought we would have it from 10 to 10 because we thought we could attract a lot of the school children in the mornings. Normally you would have all our art exhibitions, all of those I can remember, are usually in the evenings, like 7 o'clock, that kind of time, to 9, about that time in the evening. Trying to remember if we've had something from morning till evening, but anyway. But the idea was to attract the children in the morning. So that's exactly what a number of schools have already come here. This afternoon we expect more school children because we know a lot of the adults are at work. So we expect the schools to be here, and so that they too can, from an early age, learn to appreciate crafts and art at its best in Dominica. And then later on we will also have performances as well. And we expect the workforce, the people who are working now, to join us with the exposition. But so far, I mean, I just thank God. I like the way it's going. Bob was here. Some of the schools performed as well. They did ballet, they did creative dance, they did drumming. That was wonderful. A number of schools attended, and just pleased so far with the way things are going.
He says in the context of post-Maria Dominica, independence activities have gone very well so far.
I must say that I personally am very encouraged by what I've seen so far, starting from the opening and even the National Day of Prayer in the churches, the opening of Independence at the Gardens, and the district festivals, that after a hurricane of such strength and causing so much devastation in Dominica, to see that a year later Dominicans can bounce back to the degree that so many groups are participating and individuals, and not just participating but putting on shows of quality and excellence. I mean, I was very, very encouraged by that. Maybe that's the most encouraging thing. And even groups that had stopped performing at one time came back. And we've had some great festivals so far, and this weekend we expect to have a number of other festivals around the island: Castle Bruce, Goodwill, Portsmouth and Marigot. Flag Day on Monday with a motorcade around the island, the Madame Wabduyet next week, and the Tea Matador Heritage Day in Portsmouth should be another exciting event, and the new Creole Rendezvous, the World Creole, the Miss Wabduyet. A sort of enhanced cultural gala this year at the Windsor Park Stadium with Dominica Night with bands, and so I mean, it's been going well so far, Julian. I must say I'm very, very encouraged, pleased by what I've seen, and I just hope all the other activities, can happen and be a sort of give a boost to the spirit of the country.
To end the news, the headlines again. Dominicans are screened as they anticipate the arrival of Chinese Navy Hospital. Flow customers in Roseau, Goodwill, Stock Farm, Tarish Pit and Yampies among the first to experience Flow Evo TV. And the DFC to roll out heightened security features for the World Creole Music Festival. Feel free to contact us at news@marpin2k4.com. You can also access or pause the newscasts on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Andrea Louis, and to all of our viewers around the world, thank you so much for watching. Join us next time.